In this video, I want to look at how to solve radical equations. These are equations containing a square root that has the variable underneath the square root. The first step in solving a radical equation is to isolate the radical. We want our square root on one side by itself. Next, we're going to square both sides of the equation. From there, we should have an equation that we already know how to solve, so we can solve that equation. And finally, we need to check our solutions. It is possible to get extraneous solutions with radical equations, solutions that look like solutions but are not really solutions. So it's really important to check to make sure everything actually works. So let's do some examples. The first one, the square root of x plus 8 equal to 3. The first step is to get the square root by itself on one side, but I already have that here. So my next step is to square both sides. Squaring a square root just gets rid of the square root. I have x plus 8. 3 squared is 9. Subtract 8 from both sides, and I get x is equal to 1. We then want to check the square root of 1 plus 8 is equal to the square root of 9, which is equal to 3. So yes, this does work, and this is our solution. My next one, 1 plus the square root of 2x minus 2 equal to x. The first step is to get the square root alone, so I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides. I then have the square root of 2x minus 2 is equal to x minus 1. From there, I can square both sides. Squaring a square root cancels it, so the left-hand side is 2x minus 2. The right-hand side, we do need to make sure to FOIL. X minus 1 times x minus 1. So the first is x squared, the outside is minus x, inside is minus x, and the last is plus 1. So this is x squared minus 2x plus 1 on the right-hand side. Since this is a quadratic, I need to get everything on one side, so I'm going to subtract 2x. That gives me negative 2 is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 1. Add 2 to both sides. I get 0 is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 3. We need to factor. Two numbers that multiply to give me 3 and add to give me negative 4 are negative 3 and negative 1. So I have x minus 3 is equal to 0, or x minus 1 is equal to 0. That tells me my solutions are x equal to 3 and x equal to 1. And we do need to check. So the original equation said 1 plus the square root of 2 times x minus 2 is equal to x. So this is 1 plus the square root of 6 minus 2, so that's 4. The square root of 4 is 2. So yes, x equal to 3 is a solution. If I do the other side, 2 times 1 minus 2 is equal to x. Well, 2 times 1 is 2, minus 2 is 0. The square root of 0 is 0, so yes, both of these are in fact solutions to this equation. Next, let's look at the square root of 10 minus x is equal to x plus 2. Once again, I've already isolated my radical. It's already by itself on one side, so I can start by squaring both sides. So the left-hand side becomes 10 minus x. The right-hand side, you do have to FOIL, and when you do, you get x squared plus 4x plus 4. Let's get everything on one side, so I'm going to subtract 10. That gives me negative x equal to x squared plus 4x minus 6. Adding x to both sides gives me 0 is equal to x squared plus 5x minus 6. I need two numbers that multiply to give me negative 6 and add to give me positive 5. And I can get that with positive 6 and negative 1. So I have x plus 6 equal to 0, or x is equal to negative 6. I also have x minus 1 equal to 0, or x is equal to 1. So let's check our solutions here. The square root of 10 minus negative 6 should be equal to negative 6 plus 2. 10 plus 6 is 16. Negative 6 plus 2 is negative 4. And this says 4 is equal to negative 4. So this is in fact not a solution. On the other side, 10 minus 1 is equal to 1 plus 2. 10 minus 1 is 9, 1 plus 2 is 3, so now this one says 3 is equal to 3, which is a solution. So this one only has one solution, which is x equal to 1.